X-Man.
Yeah, I saw him tripping and everything.
Yeah.
You want to talk about?
Legends never die. But sometimes, they should stop performing before they tarnish what made them legendary. These aren't washed-up nobodies. These are icons, Hall of Famers, artists who gave us classics that defined generations. But right now, they're embarrassing themselves. And it's painful to watch. From voices that are shot to desperate comeback attempts that fall flat, these 15 R&B legends are holding on too long. Someone needs to say it. So we will. This is 15 old R&B artists that really should retire right now.
You take my breath away.
Number 15, Keith Sweat. This one hurts. Keith Sweat is a legend. Make It Last Forever, Twisted, Nobody. The man created a blueprint for 90s R&B. But 2025 Keith Sweat is clinging to relevance in ways that damage his legacy. The voice that once dripped with sensuality now sounds worn and strained. Live performances rely heavily on backing tracks because he can't hit the notes anymore. Recent albums sound like bad imitations of his classic style. Radio play is non-existent, and the attempts to stay current feel forced. The Keith Sweat Hotel radio show is fine. Curating other people's music works. But as an active recording artist, it's time to stop. Every new release reminds us how much better the old stuff was. Every strained performance makes us wince. Keith, you built a legacy that will outlive all of us. But you're actively damaging it by refusing to step back. The hotel is nice, the radio show works, but close the recording studio. Please. Sometimes the greatest gift you can give your fans is knowing when to bow out gracefully. Number 14, Charlie Wilson. Controversial pick, we know. Uncle Charlie had an incredible comeback in the 2000s and has remained relevant longer than most. But it's 2025. The man is in his 70s, and the cracks are starting to show. Recent performances show a voice that's losing its power. The stamina isn't there anymore. And the attempts to compete with artists half his age feel uncomfortable. Charlie Wilson's comeback story is inspiring. From drugs and homelessness to superstardom again, it's the stuff of movies. But that story has been told. The comeback already happened. The victory lap has been run. Every year Charlie continues, the risk increases that he'll have a bad performance that overshadows the incredible comeback. He's already beaten the odds, already proved everyone wrong, already cemented his legacy. Now it's time to protect it. Before age catches up in a way that can't be hidden by production tricks and backing vocals. Charlie Wilson, you won. You came back and conquered. Now walk away before the inevitable decline becomes the story instead of the triumph.
You don't have to be alone, you need someone to love.
Number 13, Bobby Brown. Where do we even start? Bobby Brown was the blueprint for male R&B in the late 80s and early 90s. My prerogative, every little step, don't be cruel.
I treat you sweet, take you out at night, but you never say thanks, girl, that ain't right.
He was that guy. But 2025, Bobby Brown is a shell of what he was. The voice is gone, the performances are rough, and the personal life continues to overshadow the music. Recent New Edition reunion tours show Bobby struggling to keep up with his group members. He forgets lyrics, misses cues, and the energy that made him a star, long gone. The personal tragedies, losing Whitney, losing Bobby Christina, have taken their toll, and it shows on stage. Bobby Brown performing isn't honoring his legacy.
Just kicking around, we discovered a love that had never been found.
It's reminding us of everything that went wrong. Every awkward performance, every missed note. In every moment where he can't quite deliver, It all chips away at the memory of peak Bobby Brown. The reality shows don't help. The constant rehashing of past trauma for television
As long as I've been giving my love to you.
makes it impossible to remember the artist without thinking about the pain. Bobby, you were incredible. You changed R&B, but that was then. Now, it's time to rest, heal, and let the music speak for itself without new performances undermining it.
Is that I'm down for you and treat you right?
Number 12. JoJo gave us I Wanna Know. All the things your man won't do. Stutter. The man could sang. Past tense. Recent performances show a voice that's gone. The runs that used to be effortless now sound strained. High notes crack. The emotion feels forced. His recent albums barely chart. Concerts are half-empty casino lounges and R&B cruises where fans come for nostalgia, not current ability. The problem is clear. Every time Joe releases new music or performs, it reminds us he's not that guy anymore. The voice has been damaged. Whether from years of touring, technique issues, or just age, it doesn't matter. The result is the same. Joe in 2025 sounds like a bad impersonation of Joe in 1999. And watching him struggle through songs he used to own is painful for everyone. The audience, the fans who love him, and probably Joe himself. Joe, your catalog is incredible. Your peak was peak. But continuing to perform when the instrument is broken only tarnishes the memory. Sometimes the kindest thing you can do is step back. Let people remember you at your best, not watch you struggle at your worst. Number 11. Glenn Jones. We've Only Just Begun, The Romance Is Not Over, is a classic. Glenn Jones had one of the most beautiful voices in R&B had. At 68 years old, Glenn Jones is still trying to perform. And it's not pretty. The voice that used to soar now barely whispers. The range is gone. The control is gone. The magic is gone. Recent concert footage is hard to watch.
Everything's nice, floating on a cloud, yeah.
Fans in the audience know the songs better than he does. The backing band does most of the heavy lifting while Glenn struggles through. What makes this sad is that Glenn Jones never reached the heights he deserved in his prime. Underrated his whole career. So you understand why he keeps going. He never got his full due. He's trying to get recognition that should have come 30 years ago, but it's not working. Performing badly now doesn't retroactively make people appreciate the greatness that was. It just makes them feel uncomfortable watching an older man struggle. Glenn Jones, you were incredible.
When I wake up in the morning time.
You are incredible in the recordings. But live performances in 2025? They're not serving your legacy. Let the records speak for themselves. They're timeless. Your current voice is not.
Don't you ever go away.
Number 10. After 7. Babyface's brothers and cousin formed one of the smoothest groups of the late 80s/early 90s. Ready or Not, Can't Stop, they had the sound. But After 7 in 2025 is a sad reminder that groups age and not always gracefully. The harmonies that used to be pristine now sound shaky. The performances lack energy. And the attempts to recapture their 90s magic fall completely flat. Recent reunion tours show a group going through the motions. No passion, no energy, just collecting a check. And the audiences know it. The fans who loved them in 1990 see what's happening. It's not nostalgia. It's pity. After 7 had their moment. It was beautiful. But that moment was 30+ years ago. Continuing to tour and record isn't honoring the legacy. It's diluting it. Every lackluster performance makes the classic songs feel less special. Every reunion show that disappoints makes fans wish they'd just stayed broken up. After 7, you gave us incredible music. But it's time to let that music stand alone without new material and tired performances weighing it down. Number 9. Mace. Wait, Mace is a rapper, not R&B. But his multiple retirements and comebacks have become so ridiculous that he deserves a spot. Mace retired to become a pastor in 1999. Came back in 2004, retired again, came back again, retired, came back. At this point, nobody takes Mace seriously. Every retirement is a joke. Every comeback is met with eye rolls. His most recent attempts at music are embarrassing.
Fun you had.
Tell me what you want from me. Take a look.
The flow is gone. The charisma is gone. And the credibility never recovered. Mace in 2025 is a meme, a punchline. The guy who can't decide if he's a rapper or a preacher. And every failed comeback makes both his rap career and his ministry look less legitimate.
You messed up a lot just trying to be fast. And I ain't gonna ask who smashed the ego.
Pick a lane, Mace, and whichever one you pick, stay in it. But honestly, you should probably retire from both. Because at this point, neither community respects you. Sire, the constant back and forth has destroyed whatever legacy you had. And continuing this pattern only makes it worse. Mace, just stop. Pick a life, live it, and leave the music alone.
Know if it's right here. Something you can have for years.
Number 8. Case Happily Ever After. Touch me, tease me, missing you. Case was the smooth operator of the late 90s. But 2025 Case is a cautionary tale of what happens when you don't know when to quit. His 2022 album barely registered. His voice, once butter, now sounds like he's struggling through every note. Live performances show an artist who's lost the charisma that made him special. The swagger is gone. Replaced with desperation. Case is trying to compete in a game that's moved on without him. The nostalgia tour circuit pays bills, but releasing new music only highlights how far he's fallen. Nobody is asking for new Case music. They want to remember 1996 Case. Every new release makes that memory harder to hold on to. The comeback attempt has been running for years now, and it's not working. At some point, you have to accept reality. Case, you had an incredible run, but it ended 20 years ago.
Oh no, never hurt you.
Continuing to chase a comeback that's not coming is only making the fall more painful to watch. Sometimes acceptance is the strongest thing you can do. Accept that the moment has passed, and find peace in what was. Number 7. Ginuwine. This one really hurts. Ginuwine was a 90s icon. Pony alone cemented his legacy. Add differences and So Anxious, and you've got a legend. But 2025 Ginuwine is a shadow of his former self. The voice is shot, completely. Recent performances are painful to watch. He struggles with notes he used to own effortlessly. Music festival appearances are awkward. The stage presence is gone. And the attempts to still be sexy in his 50s while clearly unable to perform feel uncomfortable. The saddest part? Ginuwine seems aware of it. You can see it in interviews. He knows he's past his prime, but music is all he has. He missed opportunities to transition into other careers. Acting didn't work out. Business ventures failed. So he's stuck performing badly because he needs the money. That's tragic. But it doesn't mean we have to pretend the performances are good. Every strained note damages the legacy. Every failed attempt to hit a run makes people forget how incredible he used to be. Ginuwine, you don't owe us anything else. You gave us classics. Your catalog is untouchable. But continuing to perform when you physically can't do it anymore? That's not honoring the legacy. That's destroying it. Number 6. Tank. Tank positioned himself as the general of R&B, and for a while he backed it up. But lately, Tank's desperation to remain relevant has become embarrassing. The constant social media rants about real R&B, the thirsty comparisons to younger artists, the attempts to go viral at any cost. Recent albums barely register, streams are anemic, live performances feel like he's going through the motions. The worst part? Tank talks more about being an R&B legend than he actually makes legendary music. The self-promotion has replaced the artistry. Every post is about how underappreciated he is. Every interview is about how he's better than whoever is currently hot. Here's the truth, Tank. Legends don't have to constantly remind people they're legends. The music does that. And right now, the music isn't talking loud enough. Tank in his prime was good, very good, but he was never that guy. And pretending he was only makes him look desperate. It's time to lay down the general title and step back, before the general becomes a punchline instead of a title. The more you push, the more people push back. And at this point, the pushback is winning. Number 5. Cisco. Thong Song was a cultural moment. Incomplete showed range. For a brief window, Cisco was inescapable. But that window closed 25 years ago. And watching him try to pry it back open is painful. Recent comeback attempts have flopped spectacularly. The silver hair is now just a costume. Performances feel like parody. New music sounds like bad Spotify algorithm suggestions. Cisco trying to sound current while also trying to recreate 2000. The problem? Cisco is a one-era artist trying to exist in an era that's moved on. He's not evolving. He's not adapting. He's just repeating what worked in 2000 and hoping nostalgia is enough. It's not. Every failed comeback makes Thong Song feel less like a classic and more like a fluke. Every desperate attempt to recapture lightning in a bottle shows us it was never about sustained artistry. It was about timing and luck. Cisco, the timing is over. The luck ran out. And chasing it is only making the fall harder to watch. You had an incredible moment. Be grateful for it. But stop trying to recreate it. The moment is gone. Accept it and move on. Number 4, Mario. Let Me Love You is a classic. Mario's voice was incredible. His potential seemed limitless. But potential unfulfilled is just wasted talent. And Mario has spent 20 years wasting his. Failed comebacks. Label disputes. Personal struggles documented on reality TV. It all adds up to an artist who can't get out of his own way. Recent music shows he still has the voice, but he doesn't have the songs.
I just wanna show you you are, you should let me love you.
He doesn't have the momentum. He doesn't have the cultural capital. And at this point, the nostalgia well is dry. People remember Let Me Love You, but they're not interested in 2025 Mario. The saddest part? Mario keeps trying. Album after album of diminishing returns. Performance after performance to smaller crowds. Post after post to fewer likes. Interview after interview where he talks about the comeback that never comes. Mario, you're not coming back. The industry has moved on. The fans have moved on. it's time you move on too. Sometimes accepting reality is the bravest thing you can do. And the reality is your time has passed. You had an incredible song. That's more than most people get. Be proud of that, but stop chasing a second moment that's never coming.
Everything you need, yeah.
Number 3. Omarion. Omarion's cultural relevance is now entirely based on people making fun of him. The Versus debacle, the unbothered memes, the social media roasting. Omarion is famous in 2025, but for all the wrong reasons. And instead of stepping back with dignity, he's leaning into it. Posting thirsty content, chasing viral moments, releasing music nobody asked for. Recent albums are complete failures commercially and critically. Performances are mocked. Personal life is tabloid fodder. The sad truth? Omarion's legacy is being destroyed in real time, and he's actively participating in it. B2K was great. Early solo work had moments, but 2025 Omarion is a punchline. And every attempt to change that narrative only reinforces it. The internet has made its decision. Fighting it is futile. Every clapback gets screenshotted and turned into more memes. Omarion, the battle is lost. Continuing to engage only gives them more ammunition. Retiring with whatever dignity remains is the only move. Step back. Let the memes die down. Let people remember B2K without the current circus. But instead, you keep feeding the beast, and the beast keeps winning. Number 2. Jaheim. This one genuinely breaks hearts because Jaheim was that guy. Put that woman first. Just in case. Finding my way back. The man could sing.
I forgot to be a lover.
But recent years have not been kind. The voice is damaged. The look is concerning. Performances are genuinely difficult to watch. Concert footage from recent shows is painful. Runs don't land, notes crack. The stage presence is gone. The physical transformation has been shocking. Health clearly seems to be an issue. And instead of addressing it privately, Jaheim keeps performing publicly. Fans aren't being cruel, they're concerned. Every performance feels like watching someone who needs help but won't accept it. Social media shows a man who seems to be struggling with more than just vocal issues. The posts are erratic, the behavior concerning. Jaheim, your catalog is incredible. Your legacy as a singer is secure. But right now, you're damaging both by continuing to perform when you clearly shouldn't be. Retirement isn't giving up. Sometimes it's self-care. Sometimes it's survival. This is that time. Step back. Get help if you need it. Heal. Because continuing down this path isn't going to end well, and everyone watching can see it coming. Number 1. R. Kelly. There's no debate here. This isn't about declining vocals or embarrassing comebacks. R. Kelly is in prison. His career is over. His legacy is destroyed beyond repair.
I can feel a rising deep within.
And yet, there are still people trying to keep his music alive. Still streaming his songs. Still defending the art while ignoring the crimes. Every stream is a reminder of the victims. Every posthumous defense is an insult to everyone he harmed. There's no comeback. There's no redemption arc.
This I know.
There's no appreciating the music while condemning the man. R. Kelly's retirement isn't voluntary. It's mandatory. Legally, morally, culturally. The only appropriate response to R. Kelly's musical legacy at this point is silence. He should have retired decades ago, before the crimes, before the damage, before the destruction. But since he didn't, We're doing it for him. R. Kelly is done. Finished? Over. And anyone still trying to keep his career on life support needs to stop. Now. This isn't cancel culture. This is accountability. And the only correct take is that R. Kelly should never perform, record, or profit from music ever again. Retirement isn't failure. Sometimes it's wisdom. Sometimes it's self-preservation. Sometimes it's the kindest thing you can do for your fans and your legacy. These 15 artists gave us incredible music, moments we'll never forget. But holding on past your prime doesn't preserve your legacy. It damages it. Knowing when to step back is an art form too, and these artists need to master it. Now, thanks for watching this difficult conversation. If you agreed or completely disagreed, hit that subscribe button and let us know in the comments. Up next, we're celebrating artists who retired at the perfect time and preserved their legacies. Keep it real.